Pivoting 101. This is a standard plastic water bowl. You can use any water bowl as long as it is flat along the bottom, and you need to have room for both paws to be able to fit side by side and rotate. They will not be doing a ton of stepping around it. This is a placemat I picked up at a garage sale that has some traction-y stuff on it, and I just glued it to the bowl. I think this bowl came from Walmart of all places. So first thing you're doing is building value for standing on this. Now when I put this down, my dog's gonna like jump on it because she's done so much of this stuff. Thank you. But it can take some time to lure some dogs onto these. So a lot of times you're slowly luring them this way, and then a little toenail hits and you're feeding, and then they get a little paw up there and you're feeding. And so that can take a lot of time depending on the dog. So the way that we hold the food, the way that I hold it in the beginning, is I make an F in sign language, or perfect, and then you're gonna flip your hand. And it's a really weird way to hold food, but you can also do it this way. So you can also hold like this. And you want the dog, hi sweetie. So if my hand's like this, I wanna make sure that she is coming in and eating with her muzzle cupped into my hand. So what I did first was I learned how to hold the food and not drop it. And I am letting her nibble, and she's pretty chompy here, but good. And you can technically do this without a water bowl. I highly recommend having a platform. It makes it stick in their head a little bit better. So holding food here, we're gonna get back over to our platform. If I take this treat and I flip my hand over and I put it on the side of her muzzle and I rotate her head to that direction. So if I want her butt to go this way, I rotate her head that way. And the more you rotate their head, the more their rear end will start moving. Now, most dogs are very resistant to this at first. They're sort of like, what are you doing? And they'll contort and contort and contort, and they'll step off the bowl and they'll contort some more. And you just keep trying. I will often feed for head rotate. And see, she's done this so much, she won't even not pivot her back end. Head rotate, good. Or I'll start dogs like this, good. Good. And then I'll step over to the side. And you ideally want to click or pay as the dog is moving, not when they stop. I'm really bad about that. So you want it to be as they're moving. And eventually you will get to a point where you can go all the way around with the dog pivoting. And it is always okay when you feed to make sure their body is parallel to you. If nothing else, so try not to feed this way. So right now her body's angled out. If I always feed her there, that's where she's gonna stop her pivot, and I want her parallel to me. So if I pivot and she's not parallel, I will swing her butt in to fix it before I pay. Good. And occasionally you can over rotate, and that's actually perfectly fine. You can, in training, you can exaggerate what you want. So we can rotate her butt way back there. Good. Because what's gonna happen is when she's in actual training, she's not gonna rotate as much, or when she's actually doing it. And so it's more likely that we're gonna get good the amount of rotation that we want. Now, the way that I started, actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop there. That's a good starting point.